If you're planning to move to Halifax from another province or even from another country, there's only one thought that almost everyone has right at the beginning of their home search. It's, how am I supposed to buy a home if I can't even be there in person? Now, buying a home sight unseen, it sounds risky. It feels uncomfortable. And honestly, if it's done the wrong way, it absolutely can be. But here's the reality. People successfully relocate to Halifax and Nova Scotia every single month without stepping inside their home until the closing day. The difference isn't luck. It's the systems that are in place behind the purchase that make it all happen and make everything come together. In this video, I'm gonna walk you through exactly how real Halifax remote buying works. It's gonna be step by step so you can understand how to do this safely, confidently, and without any unnecessary stress. I'm Logan Tomcik, your real life realtor here in Halifax and HRM. It's my goal to make your realty dreams happen in real life. Now, let's dive into the process of buying a home sight unseen. Most of the horror stories that you hear about when it comes to sight unseen purchases typically come from one of three things. Either you're relying on the photos only, you're working with someone who doesn't understand the Halifax neighborhoods exactly how they should, or you're not having the proper boots on the ground when decisions actually matter so you can have confidence with your stride when you're walking into your future home. Now, buying remotely isn't about cutting corners. It's about replacing physical presence with better information. My philosophy professor, he would always say, knowledge is power. And when it comes to buying a home sight unseen, that's exactly what my systems are designed to do. First off, we have our virtual consultation. This is where we're gonna go over our needs and our wants to achieve our goals. Every successful remote purchase, it starts here. Now, before we even look at homes, we're gonna dive deep into this consultation, which usually happens on Google Meets or Zoom, but I've had phone calls, I've had FaceTime calls as well. This is not just a casual chat. We're gonna go through topics such as your budget, your comfort range with your finances, your timeline and flexibility, your lifestyle priorities, commute expectations, and what actually matters to you in your day-to-day life. This is also where I walk you through the real Halifax market realities. We're gonna go through price ranges, neighborhoods, trade-offs, and what realistically is out there right now today in the market. Let's also not forget that this is a perfect opportunity for you to ask me any questions you have about the market. I want us to have the most knowledge possible. That way, we'll be prepared for anything and we can adjust accordingly. I want you to have the most accurate knowledge when it comes to buying your home and going through the process and what's happening in the market today. That all starts by asking questions. If I don't ask my questions, I don't know what home to look for and get you the perfect place when that time comes. And if you don't ask your questions to me, you might not know about an important step in the home buying process. And so we're a team from day one, and communication is key in making any team work. So now that we have our questions answered, we're ready to have some virtual showings. This is the most important part of the entire system, bringing the home to you. We don't rely on just one tool. We layer with multiple perspectives. I mean, it's almost 2026. I can have FaceTime or Google Meets or virtual tours where I take you around the home. I can also record a full home tour for you to review at your leisure. This is more relies on the sellers, but they can have 3D virtual tour links and 2D floor plan links that I can send you via email. These let you explore the home on your own time. You can really get a feel for the sizing of the rooms to see how your furniture might fit, and you can understand how some of the light might flow with the home as well, based off when they take these photos for the virtual tour. It's huge for remote buyers to see these properties multiple times, I find, and it takes out the guessing work where that step is done before you even get to move here, and we can have a little bit more confidence moving forward. So step 3 of the process is focusing on a local team to make sure we get the job done right. One of the biggest fears remote buyers have is inspections, like most buyers. So it's mainly questions like, what if I can't be there? How is this gonna work? And that's where having the right local team really matters. I personally attend all of my inspections on your behalf. We'll do our best to line up the schedules with the inspector to have a live call with you anytime during the inspection process. Typically, an inspection can take around 2 to 3 hours. So for the most part, this call is usually at the end of the inspections. So that way, the inspector can let you know what issues or concerns they were able to find about the property and how serious the problem is, or if something might have came up and it's not really that serious. So just like in our first meeting, you can take the time to ask questions and hear the answers from the inspector while the home is still fresh in their minds. So we work with inspectors who understand Halifax homes, including older properties, basement issues, and coastal conditions. This step is all about transparency, not perfection. You'll know exactly what you're buying. Also, my inspectors make sure to add lots and lots of photos into their reports. It's also working with inspectors who aren't afraid to physically get on top of roofs and see what's going on. Information and communication is the key every step of our way. For step 4, we're going to talk about the digital side of the process, where security and legality aspects come into place. This includes offers, counteroffers, amendments, conditions, and also spending time on our strategy for submitting offers to get you the best price. So because you're pre-approved and prepared, we can often write strong, clean offers even while you're not here in Halifax. Remote buyers don't lose homes because they're remote. They tend to lose homes because the offer isn't competitive or well structured. I have all of my documents ready to go with electronic signatures. You can review the documents on your phone and sign it right there and then if you'd like. But I always say, don't sign something without reading it first. And if you have any questions, call me until everything makes sense. There's no hidden clauses and no uncertainty. Only clarity and confidence throughout the whole process, and that's how I want everything to be. We now will talk about our final step, and it's the most exciting day when we close and you get the keys to your future home. At our closing day, it's mainly handled by our Nova Scotia property lawyers, which again can happen fully remote. You don't need to worry. I have many recommendations and I'll introduce you with our property lawyers long before we get to our closing date. So you don't need to be in Halifax to close, and we'll have that clarity from a legal standpoint well before we get to this stage. But the funds are transferred and the deed is then registered in your name, and I'll be able to give you the keys upon arrival. Some buyers also pick them up from their lawyers. But others will, again, meet me at the property when they arrive to move and come home. We'll do a final walkthrough and make sure that everything is how it should be and how the home is when we last saw it. Most likely, last time we'll see it is during our inspection, but we're going to make sure everything works before we tell the lawyers to send the funds. And the goal here is simple. Your first day in Halifax, I want it to feel exciting. I don't want it to be chaotic. Buying a home sight unseen, it requires trust, but more importantly, it requires a proven process. This system removes the guesswork. It replaces assumptions with information, and it gives remote buyers the same confidence as someone who is buying local. So this is why, this is exactly what real buying in Halifax looks like for relocators who can't be here. And I've put together a free buyer's guide that covers every step of the home buying process. The link is in the description below. If you're planning a move in Halifax to HRM and you want to do it the right way, feel free to book a one-on-one consultation with me. Again, my calendar link is in the description below. happy holidays, and I will see you guys in the next video.